Okay, hello friends. Today we are going to solve some lead code problems, and three problems are there, and all are medium level: unique path 2, and minimum path sum. All of the problem are dynamic programming, based on dynamic programming. So let's try the first problem, our unique path. Okay, so unique path is very clear, and like robot is located at top left corner. This one. This is the robots are there. Okay, and we have n rows and m columns. Here is 3 and 7, so m rows and columns are there, and it is the start point are there and it is a finish point there. How many paths are there to reach this position? Okay, let's suppose our finish is this one. So how many paths are there? One path and two paths. If you can move only right and downward direction, you can move only right one step right and downward directions. This is a condition. Okay, one step right and one step downward direction, there is a possibility. Okay, so how many possible to reach this finish line? It's definitely two. Is it two paths are there? So if I define it, if I define it if I really want to reach this point, this is my finish point. So how many way I can reach here? Only there is only one way. There is only one way to reach to this finish line. Okay, so question is question is that a robot can only move either down or right at any point in the time. The robot is trying to reach the bottom right corner of the grid marked finish in the diagram below. How many possible unique paths are there? Okay, so one thing we can observe that the same column, the same row and the same column, it take only one move to reach even the same row and same column. Okay, so like if I am start and if I really want to reach here, I have to only one move, like right directions, same one, same one, same one, same one, same one, and for same start this one, this one. This is our base case. Okay, this is our base case. This line is our base case, because when you have to move from start to this point, you have only need one moves, and I need really, if I really want to reach this point, I can come from this space and come from this position. So I have two ways. This 1 plus 1, it becomes two ways. Okay, if I really want to reach here, I can move here, I can move here, I can move here, to the three ways. So here you can 2 plus 1 will become 3. So whatever the value are given, I just add the diagonally. 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 3 6, 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 1 become 5, 4 plus 6 become 10, 10 plus 5 become 15, 5 plus 1 becomes 6, 15 plus 6 become 21, 6 plus 1 becomes 7, or diagonally. So 21 plus 7 28. So our answer is 28. So our base case is that our base case is if I equal to 0, I equal 0, then every move is 1 of same row. Every move is 1 is 1. Okay, and if j equal to 0 in the first column, every boxes it should be 1 again. Okay, and other than of this I and j 0 is something like I really want to find how many paths are there. So ways of I comma j, it should be equal to way I minus 1 comma j plus ways I comma j minus 1. Okay. Okay, this is the recursive equation that you need to solve this question. That's it. So let's try to make it. So you need to solve this question using like int ways. We need m rows and n columns. Okay, and I have to, for int I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus is the column. Okay, I'm giving the base case. Okay, base case. So ways of 0 to and I equal to 1. Yes. Okay, so every row, in the first row every column become 1, and for int I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. So ways of I 0, the first column will become 1. Okay, that's it. This is our base case, and then we have to find recursive equation for int I equal to 1, I less than n, I plus plus, for int j equal to 1, j less than m, j plus plus. Okay, so ways of I from I of j, it should be equal to ways of I minus 1 j plus ways of I j minus 1. That's it. Okay, so we have to return ways, it should be m minus 1 and n minus 1. Okay, another thing that what I did here, it should be m row, no? It should be m row, so it should be m, it should be there m, this because this m row. Okay, now it's correct. Let's check it, is it getting correct or not. Okay, we are getting correct, or use example test case, we are getting correct or not. So we are getting correct every. So this is our base case. We're making every row 0, row to 1, and every column to 1, the first row first column, and then after that you use a recursive equations that sum of diagonal will become the next move. That's it. I will submit it. Okay, it's accepted. Okay, code is accepted. Let's try second problem. So this is our second problems are there. A robot is located at the top left corner of a m n into n grid marked start in the diagram below. The robot can only move either down or right at any point of time. The robot is trying to reach the bottom right corner of grid marked finish in the diagram. Now consider some obstacle are added to grid. Okay, so here our question are little bit tricky. Here actually given the some obstacle. So if I really want to reach this point, how many way are there? Only two ways. Only two ways because of this obstacle. If it is not obstacle are there, if it is not obstacle are there, so how many way are there? So it definitely our way we solve like 1 1 1 1. So 1 plus 1 become 2, 2 plus 1 become 3, 2 plus 1 become 3, 3 plus 3 become 6. So if it is obstacle are not there, so there are 6 ways to reach start to finish. Okay, but if it is obstacle are there, we have only 2 possible path because we can't go from here. So how do I approach this question? We just use this base case again, those of the base case that we actually get it. The first row should be 1, the first column should be 1. Okay, so one question is that if I get obstacle here, like imagine that our base is, imagine that there is a 1 again, and this is our finish. Okay, this is our finish. Okay, and there is an obstacle there, this is an obstacle. Okay, so think about this is our obstacle or something like that. Okay. Or this is a blocking. So this is not obstacle. So it is become one. It will become one. Okay. In our first condition, that is base condition. If I really want to reach from this position to this position, I have only one move. Okay, one possible path. But if I really want to reach here, there is no possible path because of these obstacles are there. So what I did here, whenever I move just here, I actually write 1 until and unless we actually found obstacle. When we found obstacle, we write 0 in the first row and the first column. Okay, when I find it, this is the base case. When I did like making this easy for understand. Think about it. If it is obstacle is there here, if it is obstacle is there, so I have to write start and this is my finish. Okay, so what did I there? I write 1, but when I find obstacle, there is no possible part to reach here, so I will always write 0 here. Okay, but here is everything is not obstacle. There is no binding the part. There is no stoppage, so I write 1 1. This is the base case, and then here I got a obstacle, so I can't move from here to here, so it definitely we never we change the value. Okay, and again, when I really want to here, when I really want to reach here this point, I have possible to, I can from here and I can from here, but here is an obstacle, then definitely only one path possible, like 1. So I, if I obstacle are there in a both side, I write this to this path. Okay, this is a one path because this is one way. Okay, it can be possible like if both are obstacle are there. Okay, if both are obstacle are there, we can't we can't move here. Okay, this is not the possible path if both of them are obstacles are there. Okay, the another thing that obstacle maybe are there and there's a maybe pass are there too, so I can't come from this position, so only one position is available, 2, so 2 can be written here. Okay, so if it is assumed that obstacle in a start position, so we can't move from this point because it is obstacle. We are actually encircled by this obstacle. We can't move, so answer should be -1. We can't move it. Okay, and if it is finished should be obstacle, so we never reach by the, if it is finished, finish line is encircled by the obstacle, then we never reach uh, our finish level, so the answer should be written -1 that time also. Okay, so whatever the possible way, like what I did here, one thing we can do, we make this, we make this n into m diagram, a path to all are 0. Okay, and whenever you get obstacle, I actually write in -1. Okay, because in question that actually they represent obstacle as 1, and I say that in our first row and first column I have to write 1, so there is a lot of confusion in between which one we are, which one this one is called obstacle and which one is we are talking about. So I actually wrote this one as a -1, so we are not uh, giving a conflict around a conflict about which one we are talking about. Okay, so let's understand another thing. Okay, so if it is not possible, so I return -1. Okay, so let's try it. So first I have to find how many rows are there. Okay, int m equal to ob dot size. Okay, this is my row, and int n is equal to give me column. Okay, so m rows and n columns are given. So now we are going to first making an obstacle as a -1. Okay, so making a as -1. Okay, so for int I equal to 0, I less than our m, I plus plus. For int j equal to 0, j less than n, j plus plus. And what did I there? I can make a one. Okay, int ways, m and n. Okay. If optical with I or j equal minus equal 1, so ways of I of j equal to -1. Okay, or else ways of I of j equal to 0. Okay, so we have our ways, and obstacle become -1 and all the path will are 0. Okay. So after that, and for I have to make a base case. Okay, base case is the first row and first column, row and first column. Okay, so first row and first column. So first row, let's consider first row. Okay, for int I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. So ways of I, okay, ways of I 0 comma I is equal to 1, but if you will find some obstacle, then after the obstacle all be value be 0. Okay, if ways 0 comma I is not equal to -1. Okay. Then should be is not equal to -1. Okay, else when we find a -1, it should be break. Okay, like suppose we find -1 here. We suppose like here there's a box and I suppose -1 is here. So from this statement I write 1 here, then I just found -1, then I break this. Okay, I break it from this loop, and definitely the initial value is 0 always. Okay, initial value is 0. Okay, so okay, so the same thing we'll do with column. Just copy it. Okay, so it will become I comma 0 and I comma 0, and it should be m because m rows are there. Okay, so it will be 1, and then okay, after that just we have to for int I equal to 1, I less than n, I plus plus. For int j equal to 1, j less than n, j plus plus. Okay, so first condition is if ways of I and j is equal -1. If it is, will get -1 here, this point, then definitely we just continue our statement, because I can't I can't move from obstacle, so we just continue to move next position. Okay, if so ways of I is so continue. else if if ways of I j minus 1 equal minus 1. This is the one condition that let's suppose j minus 1, that means I'm really finding this position 1 comma 1. Okay, and obstacles are there, j minus 1, that this means okay, j will be 0, I comma j will be 0. So this is obstacle, so I can't move come from this position. So what should I do here? Whatever the value are there, just copy of this data, because there is only one path I can came here from this. Okay, so whenever this condition are there, just so ways of I comma j is equal to ways of I minus 1 comma j. Okay, and again else if conditions, and this is similar condition, like if I get a obstacle at this point, obstacle, let's suppose I really want to reach here, so I can't move from this position because it's obstacle, so only possible this one. Okay, so just I whatever the data are there, like here one are there, so copy it this. So this is the way else if well I comma j, I minus 1, okay, I minus 1 comma j, so it should be I comma j minus 1. Okay, and another condition is if both ways of I minus 1 comma j equal minus 1, and ways of I j minus 1 equal minus 1, both conditions are given. If it is blocked by both conditions, like here is obstacles are given, this is the obstacle are given, and this is the obstacle are given, so we can't move from both of the positions, so and the answer is always be 0 here, so we'll just continue. Okay, we can't do anything here, so just continue. Okay, and else the last condition is everything will be free, like here this is a point as free, this is a point free, so both the sum value will get this position. Okay, so this is the thing that we do. So ways of I j is equal to ways of I minus comma j plus ways of I comma j minus 1. Yes. So one condition is if one condition if obstacle in start and finish position. Okay, if ways of 0 comma 0 ways of start 0 comma 0 equal minus 1, or ways of m minus 1 comma n minus, okay, m minus 1 or n minus 1 is equal minus 1, then return. If it is not possible, there is no mention in this one, there is a possibility, like, but even after I actually minus 1. Okay, it is not possible, like there is some test case can be possible. Okay, this is a very similar question of CSCS. Okay, you can try it out here. Else return ways m minus 1 n minus 1. We will get a obstacle grid. Okay, maybe spelling are correct. OBST. Okay, OBST. Okay, spellings are. Let's see this one. Okay. OBST ACLEGRID. Okay. Something taking up too much time. Okay, we are getting that. We are getting a. Okay, so use example test case and check we are getting correct. Okay, we are getting that. We check. We consider all the. Okay, we'll get wrong answer. Okay, we should expected 0 answer. It should not be minus 1. So okay. Okay. It should be minus, not minus. It should be 0. Oh, sorry, it's my mistake. It should be 0. So submitted. So now is correct. Okay, now is correct. So we have solved this problem with obstacle and without obstacle. Let's try the third problem, a minimum path sum. Okay. So this is a very similar problem of the ways path. Find the way path, whatever we did in the past two problem. And in the first problem that we have actually say that we have to find the base case is a prefix sum here. Your base case is a prefix sum. So first find the recursive equation. Okay. First find the recursive equation. So recursive equation is similar. Like if I really want to find ways, so ways I minus 1 comma j, ways I minus comma j, comma ways I comma j minus 1. Wait, first I will very similar question and explain to the first questions. Question is very similar and there is the points are given. Okay, there is a sum given a m into n grid filled with non-negative number. Find a path from top left to bottom right which minimize the sum of all number along this point. Okay, we have to find the minimum sum. Okay, let's try to find minimum sum. Here 1 is there, 1 plus 3, so 1 plus 3 will become 4. Okay, 1 plus 3 become 4, 4 plus 1 become 5, 1 plus 1 become 2, 2 plus 4 become 6, and I have to find minimum. So if I really want to reach here this position, I have two possible paths. Like I can come from this position, I can come from this position. So I really want to take a minimum number from 2 comma 4. So 2 is a minimum, so 2 plus 5 becomes 7. Okay, and I really want to reach here. So here is 6 and here is 7. So I will take a minimum number. 6 plus 2 become 8. So here actually 5 comma 7. So 5 is a minimum and definitely I will take 5. 5 plus 1 becomes 6. 6 comma 8. 6 comma 8 will, our minimum is 6. 6 plus 1 becomes 7. So this is the path is our minimum path. 7 is the sum, is a minimum, so this is the answer. Okay, this is the thing that we actually looking for here. And here you can check, this is a what we did here in the first row. We actually find the prefix sum. Okay, and then after that, just finding this two position, we just find the mean position and just add this value. That's it. That's it. Okay, so let's try to do it. Okay, so int m is equal to grid dot size, int n is equal to grid 0 dot all the three questions are very similar. Okay, so n equal to grid 0 to dot size. Okay, now for int okay, we need int base m n. Okay, so for first row, int I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Okay, it should be I equal to 1, because whenever you find prefix sum, you need to start with 1, and raise 0 comma 0 should be equal to grid 0. Okay, now raise of I to 0 comma I, it should be equal to raise 0 comma I minus 1 plus grid 0 comma I. Okay, okay, this is the first thing we do, and same the thing that we do for column. What we get from that thing, 1 plus 3 become 4, 4 plus 1 5 become 5, 1 plus 1 become 2, 2 plus 4 become 6. This is the thing that we did right now, and after that we applied a mean cost. Okay, if similar the question is given like max cost, then we'll pick max one. Okay, it's not picking mean one, but the recursive equation are very similar. So it will become I will become 0 here, and this will become I minus 1, and this will become 0, and this will become I, and this will become 0. Okay, so now after that, for int I equal to 1, I less than m. Okay, now another question, that this is an n row and this is an m column, should be. So I plus plus, so for int j equal to 1, j less than n, and j plus plus. Okay, so raise of I comma j is equal to mean raise of I minus 1 comma j comma raise of I comma j minus 1. So we will pick a minus, we will pick the minimum number from this sum. Like here, this point I explained to you, explain to them, like 1, this is 4, 1 plus 3, 1 plus 1 2. So I will pick a minimum from this 2 1. Okay, 2 comma 4, so 2 will pick, and 2 plus 5 becomes 7. So this is the thing that we'll do here, the similar recursive equation that we applied in the past 3 questions. Okay, past 2 questions. So here is actually the same thing to work. So grid I comma j, that's it. Okay, so we should return raise of m minus 1, n minus 1. Okay, that's it. So let's check it. We are getting correct. We are getting it. So we use example test cases and okay, we are getting correct and we check. So our code is submitted. Okay, so we are getting correct output. Okay, thank you for giving a wonderful time. And if you have some doubt about these three problems, you can just comment on it, comment on my video. Okay, in my YouTube video, and definitely I will reply as soon as possible. Okay, thank you.